Welcome to Real Life is Friends podcast. This is one of your hosts, Kimberly.
I'm Mila. Hey, everybody. Hey, everybody.
You know, this is episode number 44 of Real Life is Friends podcast. We are in the last month of the year. Can you believe 2025 seems like it went by really, 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 really fast?
It did. I feel like we had just turned on heat or turned off heat. And here we go again. I mean, it done. What's going on here with 2025? November was like, hi. It looked like December going to be on full speed.
December brought some it didn't bring the heat, it brought the coldness. Also keep in mind that December is a very special month. Not only is it the month that we celebrate our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ's birthday, but somebody else magical was also born in this month. Me. In case
that'll be in another 12 days, another 11 days, people. No.
Yeah, you're right.
Another 11 days.
Mm-hmm. But I just wanted to bring that to everybody's attention just so everybody would know and understand. Because that's important too.
That the Queen birthday, I reckon.
Hey, is Auntie and Uncle.
Hey, y'all.
So yeah, I just wanted to make y'all aware because I felt like, you know, we do need to remember the season that we're in.
It is the season of giving and love and Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
And clearly the year of Kimberly.
And birthdays. I'm just saying, when they start sending you as soon as December 1st hit, man, those people came out, happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday. The college that I graduated from sent me a happy birthday thing.
Already?
I got my discounts starting as of December 1st. I'm just saying, if they want to bring it up, I feel like I should just share it.
We thank you.
So, Mila, for episode 44, what is the question of the episode?
Question of the episode. As a kid now, given that we have Christmas coming up and it's time for the children to come with their Christmas list, what item do you still have from your Christmas list growing up? Or what item did you always want and didn't get?
I'm almost positive there's nothing that I still have. Now, I have had things from my mama Christmas list that I still own. But they gave it to her, but it became mine. I want to call it a tapestry because it's more like a tapestry. It's kind of throw, but you know, the ones that got the little fringe at the end and all that stuff.
You put on the tables.
No, like the one you can like have and wrap yourself in or whatever. It's like a throw.
Like a shawl?
Well, it's like a throw. It's like a throw type thing. But anyway, so sometimes my mama coworkers will be like, Kim will probably love this, and they'll give it to my mama for her for Christmas. And of course I loved it. And so I still have it. I think it has like bears or something on it. Like a whole bunch of bears. And I still have that.
Okay.
I don't think I don't remember or recall wanting anything because I felt like everything that people wanted when I was growing up was probably like thinking about it now, it's probably something dumb like a chia pet. Like a chia pet or something. Which I have had a chia pet. But I'm just
never had a chia pet.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, it's stuff like that. So I don't know if that really counts as something because, come on, why are we paper rocks? Well, I'm just saying, like, we didn't have no Tickle Me Elmo. That's all I'm saying. We had stuff that was definitely, because I had an easy bake oven. So
I always wanted one and never got one.
Oh, I used to eat stuff out of my easy bake oven, but now I'm like, I don't know if that was probably wise.
I always wanted one and never got one.
Oh,
yeah. Well, one thing I want, but one thing that I still have from my kid growing up. It's my Cabbage Patch doll. Her name is Pumpkin. Now I still have her original dress. She's in a onesie. I got. But this is Pumpkin. And and Pumpkin has moved with me from all over.
Do you still have the birth certificate?
Now that I don't have. But I still have her original clothing. It's somewhere, I think, in the closet. But yeah, this is Pumpkin.
So my mama just sent me a text message and say I still have them Care Bears, and I know I still have them Care Bears, but I bought them Care Bears. Sometimes they were for my birthday or either for Christmas, because I buy myself things, so I don't think that counts because it wasn't necessarily my childhood. I was a whole adult buying them Care Bears. And I have like the big ones, like they're huge. They're in her house too. So that's probably why she remembers them, because they're in her house right now.
The only thing I still have left is Pumpkin. And I take that back. I have a bowl. I have a but it wasn't Christmas, it was just part of my childhood. A Winnie the Pooh plate.
I'm trying to think. I don't know if I ever had a Cabbage Patch. Maybe I wanted a Cabbage Patch because I don't think I had a Cabbage Patch. I used to have a doll that I named after me and my mama. Because that's as much as my imagination was going.
First you got was your name and your mama name. Okay. How old were you?
I named the dog Kim Lou. Part of my name and part of her name. The most
Kim Lou.
Yeah. So
creative.
I know everybody's so creative. But yeah, that's probably all my imagination would take me.
Okay. Well, I still have Pumpkin. Never got my easy bake oven.
But your doll look like it's in good condition too. Yeah. You need to go cut some more clothes.
I need to get her a new onesie.
And then she got a lot of hair. I ain't think the Care Bears. I mean, not the Care Bears. I ain't think the Cabbage Patch doll had that much hair. Yeah, yours got hair. You put some weave in your doll hair.
Move, Sonny. And I had her on the bed in my office. And when Sonny was little, he was dragging her down the hallway. So I had to move her up to prevent injury. But yeah, my baby got some hair.
I see.
I think my mama didn't go get the crochet one with the crochet hair.
I know. I'm like, this dog. I ain't never seen a Cabbage Patch dog with that much hair. I always thought they was bald headed. Were they not bald headed?
There was some that was bald headed, but not mine. She got hair. Look, look like a Aretha Franklin.
I'm like, that look like a pretty Afro puff. That's what I was like.
Her name is Pumpkin.
Everybody's so creative.
Pumpkin is better than
First
him
of
and
all,
him Lou.
First of all, that's a family name. I gave my daughter a family name.
You couldn't even make it past. At least I would venture off. Pumpkin.
I first chose the first 3 letters of my name with the first 3 letters of my mama name. Because that's how creative I am as a kid back in the day.
But yeah, I still no. Now I don't need an easy bake oven because now I got a real oven I barely use. But yeah,
You got her on a little nightgown? Is that what that is? Or one?
it's a ones. I need to get her a new one.
Yeah, you need to get her some more outfits.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to.
Oh, look at the little Cabbage Patch.
I feel
like I had to have had a Cabbage Patch, but there ain't no telling.
She had a velvet dress, and it was stockings. I don't know where the shoes at, and it was like little white shoes. That's Pumpkin. So yes, it's not too late to get your easy bake oven. Well, I may need to try and get what. I wonder if the stuff safe to eat now. I guess so.
Yeah, because it basically will work. It's so apparently it's a little light, but I know they had the little like the little cakes or whatever and all this stuff. I hope but it cooked under a light, basically. That's what I was like. I probably shouldn't have. But
so like a 40-watt light bulb.
Probably so. Not even 60. Let me see how much what you call it.
Let me see. I'm about to. How much one I'm going for now?
She said she used to put real food in hers.
Really? Did they cook the real food or just warmed it up?
Well, like they had the little recipes and it came with like the different things. I just mostly remember cakes and stuff like that.
You know how much
it's $49.97.
Huh?
$49.97.
Child, that's the price of a microwave. No.
But do you get to live out your experience as a child? Do you get to relive your childhood?
Yeah, it looks
with a microwave. Yeah, they look a little different now.
Oh, they really do.
There's one that's 38. It says easy bake. 38.48 at Sam's Club. Looks like that's the cheapest one, and then you can go to JC Penney's and for $31.99 they got the never mind. Let me
they got the ultimate easy bake oven that's $102.
Maybe don't just buy the one that's cost $40. Apparently they got an ice cream one too.
No, she said she ducking eyes.
But you know what? I think I did too. No lie, I think I did too. Cause it was just like that's probably why I don't bake to this day. Cause I probably But I used to cook my stuff in that oven.
Wow, who knew?
Oh, that one that I think you looked at that was at Walmart, the $154.99. It said, I think it's 2.
That's the ultimate. We don't need the ultimate. I just need the basic.
Oh no, it said 2 mixes. That's a reseller.
Yeah, these got to be resell on Amazon. Well, who knew? She said, "You ducking eyes."
All I'm thinking is, I just hope that I wasn't like one of those little kids and like use toilet water or something to cook. That's that's all I'm thinking. Like, because
Why would you get toilet water?
I microwaved chicken before because I wanted to help my mama out, and I was like, "Ooh, I'm gonna take out this chicken and I'm gonna put flour and stuff on it." And I was like, "Cause I really don't fry anything because I'm afraid of fire." And and I was like, "You know what? You can just put it in the microwave." And so I was a kid. I wasn't that young, but I was still a kid. I was a minor. Let's just put it that way. I was a minor. And I put some flour on the chicken and put it in the microwave. I don't think my mama ate it. But I tried.
Was you like, you remember on Flavor Love, like the first season, and that girl was trying to cook the chicken?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
That was you.
But I was a kid. She was a whole grown up. I didn't know any better. I just thought you can cook anything in the microwave. Probably because I cooked anything in my Easy Big Oven, so it carried on. But that was like, I don't know what my mama did with that chicken. She probably threw it away.
I'm sure she did.
I probably attempted to eat mine because why not? Like, why not?
Oh my god. Oh Lord, that's too much.
But yeah.
But
you can, go buy yourself one for.
I'm gonna see if I can find me one. Set up shop. Hold me a bake sale.
Yeah. Get you one of them. 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 But yeah, it could work.
We shall see.
But okay, the movie. Wait, let me work on my transitions again. Let's see if this one gonna work today. It is not gonna work today. It is not gonna work today. You know what? Oh, it is. Okay, now I'll take it.
I don't think that was the one.
It's not the one, but the other one did not work. So we're gonna go with that one. So of course, Mila decided that she was watching a documentary, and I was off on the go this weekend. So I was like, whatever, that ain't a series, because that's my thing. I only have time for so many things in this world. And y'all literally just got through watching it around 7:20.
Oh, you like finished? So
it's real fresh in my head. I had a lot going on. But I could have watched it earlier. I felt like, because they had that, when I started seeing them subtitles, I said, "Oh no, you got to pay attention to this stuff."
But not all with subtitles.
I know, but I'm just saying. I was like, but anyway, it was Selena from Netflix.
Selena Los Dinos.
And let me just say this, because we talked about Selena before, briefly. I didn't know who Selena was.
Seriously?
Like, I've never watched that movie with J-Lo.
What?
I didn't know her. So me watching this was like, you could have just had somebody having a movie and saying that this person was like the whatever, and I'll be like, okay, because I don't know. I don't have any reference point of anything with her.
Right.
But I found it very, very interesting. because I wasn't aware that they only spoke English.
Right.
And it was the whole family, and it was a band. I didn't know it was a band.
The brother and the sister. And some extra folks.
I had no idea that Selena started off basically like a band. I was clueless. And apparently it still was a band, but they just dropped the mother words off of it because they felt like it was going to be better for the English speaking audience to just be Selena instead of Selena. Let me not be disrespectful.
Selena, Los, yeah,
whatever.
them people. Her siblings and all of them. But it was really good. I mean, because I remember watching the movie, Selena, with J-Lo. And of course, everybody knows Bitty Bitty Bom Bom, which minus Kim.
First of all, I thought I was like, well, because I felt like you said that the last time. And then I was like, no, maybe that's Gloria Estefan. Because I knew who Gloria Estefan was. But keep in mind, I told you, I probably didn't know who Anita Baker was either. I knew Patti LaBelle. So why would I know Selena? I'm just saying. Because
you didn't know who Anita Baker was?
She's singing in a whole different language. So why would I know that?
But some of her songs was kind of, if I could fall in love.
That's a remake of somebody else's song, ain't it?
I feel like it is, but
okay,
she sung
I heard this song before, and I don't.
But she was really talented, and again, like for them to be of course, Mexican descent, and then hopefully I'm doing that right. Didn't know Mexican. I'm not Mexican, Spanish or whatever. Mexican. Making like 45, 47. Didn't know Spanish, and then so they had to kind of switch it up, and it was like people was really giving them the side eye because they didn't speak the Spanish. Like that was, and I can see the discrimination, I guess, maybe as to why the parents didn't do it, but I mean, it even took a minute for her own, folks to say, all right, come on through and sing, So I thought it was very interesting. And again, the daddy was kind of like the Joe Jackson, but wasn't as bad as Joe Jackson, and getting them together. Because I don't think sister was really wanting to play the drums.
She said, I don't want to play. She did say she didn't want to play the drums anymore. What you mean you don't think? She said it in the documentary. I didn't want to play the drums.
Sister wasn't a big fan of the drums, but she played the hell out them drums. And so, and she was really about her family, but the daddy was strict though, because he had a vision, for the band and for Selena. So he didn't play around.
Also, okay, so according to Wikipedia, and we're going to just take Wikipedia for a grain of salt. With a grain of salt, it says that it was actually, well, okay, I was somewhere else, and then I went to Wikipedia. It said that it is her original song. I Can Fall in Love is an original song, and it says that Adrienne Bailon, 3LW girl. Thanks, 3LW. Jennifer Lopez, Gloria Estefan, somebody named Lisa Lusnik. Salon knows Ollie Wilson. Is them the Temptation people? And somebody named Papusha. Let me go check and see if those the Temptation.
They all wrote the song?
No, they did a cover.
Oh,
okay. Yeah, he is from the Temptation.
Okay. So but I kind of like remember like right before I guess she, was killed. Like remember E Entertainment was kind of like big, I guess, into telling stories, and I kind of remember a story being told on her when she was trying to do the little crossover. Coming on into the English territory.
According to AI overview on the Google,
Mm.
it was an original song, and they did release it posthumously. Is that how you say it? Posthumously?
Oh, whatever it is after she died.
Yeah.
Postrum something. Yeah, I know what you're talking
Mm, yeah. Mm.
that whole, I think that last album probably was released once she passed away. Because she was probably, and I think in the
Okay.
process of recording it.
I
That
knew
was
I knew I wasn't crazy. So when I go down a little bit further, it says the most famous. Oh, never mind. It says the most famous. But they had to be done. Yeah. Okay. So it says the most famous version of When I Fall in Love was sung by Nat King Cole and Doris Day, but the song was first recorded by Jerry Sutherland in 1952. So maybe it's like still hers. You know how like I don't know. If they're saying it's her song, it's her
she
song.
took
But
maybe portions of that song and made
or
her own song, maybe.
or maybe it's two different ones. I don't know. But I was like, I just feel like that song wasn't hers because I heard it but didn't hear it from her. But
I
maybe it
think
was somebody
that
doing
was
a
Selena's song.
cover.
But
But
she
yeah.
was a pretty girl.
Yeah, I just don't I didn't know her.
I thought everybody knew a little bitty bitty bum bum, bitty bitty bum bum, bitty bitty bum bum, bitty bitty bum bum, bitty 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 bum bum. Let me tell you, if
Mm.
black folks don't know nothing else, baby, we gonna bitty bitty bum bum with Selena, and we gonna ride, baby. They better not let Yolanda out of jail. She gonna be, she's safer where she at.
I thought she is out of jail.
I don't think so. She better
Let me
not be.
Google.
She better still be in them behind bars. Cause we don't want her out.
Oh, it says she's still in prison.
Best be.
She's currently serving a life sentence.
That she don't want to be out. Done killed that
Oh,
girl.
it said that okay, because I thought that's why I thought she was out. Apparently, she was up for parole March of this year, but it was
Mm.
denied.
And should have been. Done killed that woman down at the Days Inn. Stealing her money. Trying to be all stalkerish.
I also didn't know she was married.
Yeah, she had married that guy secretly. Chris.
And then the
They
daddy
ran
kicked
off.
him out.
Huh?
Well, they got when they got in their relationship and the daddy found out, then the daddy kicked him out the group. And she
And
was
he
like,
came
"But
back.
I love him, daddy. And I'm gonna marry him." Actually, she didn't say none of that, but she did say she wanted to marry him because they got married.
And did. She married him. And you know what? And I think, and now, because I know for a while you really wouldn't see him and her family kind of like talking about Selena. It would always be kind of separate. And now you're
Mm.
kind of seeing him talk a little bit more with the sister or whatever. Because I couldn't imagine, you newlywed and then, your wife is like right there to become a big, big star. And cut short by old jealous woman in a pickup truck.
But they were saying like that she liked her or something.
Who
I mean,
did?
like,
Yolanda?
like she was part of the fan club, like, and
She
she
was
worked there
president
and
of it.
stuff. Yeah, and she worked there and everything, like worked for I guess their company or whatever. Let
Mm-hmm.
let me tell you what I picked up on because I'll be making notes, right?
Yeah.
So when the man said apparently they had some kind of restaurant, the family owned some kind of restaurant or something, and apparently Selena used to sing at the restaurant. And he said that I guess they had fallen on hard times and he went to go get some government assistance and they pointed out, "Oh, you're the girl that be singing at the restaurant or whatever." And then he was like, "Oh, I must be in the wrong place." And then he said he left and then they moved to a different city in Texas. I said, "Were you that embarrassed?" Cause I would have took my food stamps. Cause back then they was giving you them paper ones, probably.
It was in the book.
Okay.
What you did, Kim?
I would have took my food stamps.
That man was like, no. My daughter trying to become famous, and here you is right here ratting me out, talking about, ain't your no, mind your business.
So I thought that was hilarious. It was like, pride.
He did, but he looked like he was old prideful, man.
Now, Selena was kind of hilarious to me when she said that her first purchase she want to make or something like that, the big purchase was a Mercedes. And she was like, I don't even care if I have to live in it. Girl, what are you talking about?
They was already in a broke down bus.
Is life that hard for you, Selena? Like, let me go get this expensive car instead of finding a place to stay because I might have to live in a car. Selena, like, why would you say that? I said she sounds hilarious. Her art is wrong, but hilarious nonetheless.
What you say?
Her art is wrong.
Girl, that was the 90s.
Shoot, it may have even been the 80s at that point.
No, I think it was the early 90s.
Because she came out in the 80s, apparently.
Yeah, that probably she was singing the Tiana, whatever music. What is it?
Yes, I think it's Tiana. Let me see what. When did
she was right there singing that. Right now. Bitty, bitty, boom, boom. Bitty, bitty, boom, boom.
So looks like she became active
probably in the early
in 1981.
That was when she was singing down there in restaurants and for weddings, wasn't it?
Because she was only born in 71, so she was only 10 years old. So okay, I'll let you have that one. maybe it was the 90s, but I feel like it was still the 80s. Maybe late 80s, but still the 80s.
You wasn't even born when Selena was out, were you?
Yeah.
You okay?
I just don't know her like that.
They do. They wouldn't play Selena where you grew up at.
No. And if anybody from back home is listening, did you know who Selena was?
I hope somebody did.
Because I know I don't.
I feel like there had to be one person, somebody in that town where you grew up in knew a Selena. Somebody. Bitty, bitty, bum, bum. But watch it. It was really good. It was very informative. So I would say, watch it, people. So get you a little lesson.
I don't know if anybody back there knew. I don't know. I could be wrong. But I know I didn't. But yeah, definitely watch it. Very interesting. Like I said, especially if you had no clue of who she was, or if you did have a clue, like it does take you. Now, I felt like they didn't touch on her death as much as, because I felt like a lot of things were missing, but I guess they may feel like they didn't. I think when people do certain kind of when people do documentaries, a lot of times, obviously it's a plan for the documentary or whatever, and I think it was just to spotlight her journey as an artist, and didn't want to cloud it too much with her death.
And think about how the Eddie Murphy documentary was. Like, it didn't touch on, some of the scandalous things that happened with him. So it was their way of telling the story, but making it, still honoring her legacy, I guess, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Take for instance, like I'm sure you probably watched it, the Luther, Never Too Much.
Yeah, we watched
it. Okay. See how that one kind of, it didn't touch on, whether he was gay or not.
I thought they did. I thought
Well, I
Patty,
mean, it was like
it
was
was a couple of
understood that,
comments. Yeah, I thought it
but
was a
it
couple of
wasn't.
comments.
Yeah, it was a couple of them, and then they addressed the thing that Patty LaBelle did, but also too, I think it still kept it honored him and how much of an artist he was,
Yeah,
and not focusing on you know the rumors or whatever. So I
yeah,
think when families have an opportunity to tell their loved ones story or journey, then that way they can create the narrative
yeah. What I
of
also thought was what I want to say is that I thought it was very interesting how they were singing these songs in Spanish, and she couldn't even do an interview in Spanish. I just want to point that out. Just want to point that out.
That's true. She could not, but I give her credit for trying. Like they tried,
Hmm.
uh, to get her on track. But I mean, I guess I couldn't imagine singing. Well, I guess people sing songs in other languages all the time. They just never probably know what the word. I would like to know what I'm singing.
Well, I know for Spanish class in college, I sung "Unbreak My Heart" in Spanish because
Give us a little taste of that, Kia.
let me find the lyrics.
Break my break. Do you still remember Spanish?
Absolutely not. I
No,
didn't
Bill.
remember when I was in Spanish class. Like I was like, listen, I think I just need a D. I need a D. Like they'll let me go on with a D. What?
Damn, you weren't even striving for a C. Just give me a
What?
D.
Yeah. Why? No, absolutely not.
Wow, Kimberly.
Okay, here's the Spanish. La 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 la. Oh my goodness, baby. No me, baby. I don't even know how to say these words. Okay, let's go to the chorus.
Don't worry
This is
about
the
it.
regressame. Corey, baby. I don't think these was the Spanish words that I had. Because I just only remember like heart is like chorus or something like chorus, whatever. And that's all I
Ooh,
kind of only remember.
don't worry about it, Kia. Thank you for trying.
Regress of me. Girl. I don't even see the chorus song or whatever in here. Like, where's the heart part at? I am somebody tricked me. Maybe I translated it wrong. Maybe because I don't.
That's why you got a D.
Who said I got a D? I said I only needed a D. I didn't
What
say I
did you
got a
get out?
D.
What did you get
I,
out the class?
I probably got a C. C's and D's get degrees. Leave me
Yeah,
alone.
that's
Leave me
facts.
alone. Leave me alone. Because, baby, I'm like, why are we in this class? And they're like, yeah, you have to sing. You have to speak in Spanish the whole time. Like, they wanted you to have a conversation to like for the last part of the final for the class, or either
Mm-hmm.
do something that was in Spanish. So it made more sense for me to just sing because I can remember lyrics, but apparently not these ones because
Your Spanish teacher will be disappointed.
mm, probably not. They'll be like that. That makes sense.
I know if I saw my Spanish teacher, she would definitely be Carmen. I'd be like, sorry. And that was my Spanish now. I don't know how she got Carmen out of. I don't know. But that was she used to call me.
Your name?
My Spanish name was Carmen.
She was just making up stuff.
Miss Flippin'. Wonder where she at now. She was, yeah. Oh, she had I think her daughter ought to be about my age. And a son. She probably a grandmama now. Probably teaching her children and teaching her grandchildren Spanish.
Yeah.
Bitty bitty bum bum.
But yeah, very, very, very interesting. Yeah, I was like, these words look like a foreign concept. I don't even know how to say none of this stuff. I can understand it better than I can speak it anyway.
Okay.
I just want to say that for the record. Any other thoughts? So, which one are we going to talk about first?
Was it Kandi and Todd?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm quite sure Mama Joy's happy. It's probably static.
Okay.
Right now.
She probably
it's
like,
a scheme.
I can't wait for it to be final.
I mean, do you think that was infidelity? And let me say this. I don't know. Was it, I guess, they just grew apart, or what was the reasoning?
Well, I think she said they had been separated since like June or July or whatever. So, which is kind of curious, like kind of strange, because I think one at the same time that Othello was with Denzel
and down in Broadway.
Mm-hmm, and they were like one of the producers. Like it was several producers. Don't get me wrong, not just them. But do I think it was infidelity? I did. I think they lived a very non-traditional lifestyle. So the likelihood of it being infidelity, not saying that it couldn't happen.
Right.
But I don't think that was necessarily the issue. A lot of times I just feel like, especially when women, and this is, keep in mind, we ain't one of them podcasts that be bashing women or anything like that. We don't be doing nothing like that.
Right.
But a spade is a spade, and we need to be honest about certain things. I feel like sometimes when, not all the time, but I feel like sometimes when the woman is the main breadwinner and the main person, I feel like men feel a certain type of way, especially if they're not secure in themselves.
Well, and I think, it's not like Kandi was broke from the beginning. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah, she definitely had her money, and it would seem like, okay, he was marrying her for her money. I think he did, and probably still do. I feel like it was a genuine love there. Again, I think it was a non-traditional marriage, because again, I think they've always kind of touched on the other stuff maybe that they did. So, I mean, and it could probably be frowned upon, like, okay, yeah, you making a buck of the money, and he may have felt some kind of way about it, but I think they both benefited from the marriage.
So when I say, what I'm meaning is that, yes, she was a songwriter, great songwriter, very accomplished and all this stuff. The other things she wasn't really doing. She has her own podcast / talk show, or however you say it, that she does. Candy Coated Nights, and talk on it or speak on it, whatever. So she has that. I think she still has Candy Coated Nights. Then she also started acting.
Oh, so yeah, she was in a couple of episodes of
Was it
Power, not
Chicago?
Power, the Shy,
Chicago? Shy.
the Shy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did that. She then was on Broadway. Um, Now she producing on Broadway. So I feel like she's coming to a spotlight that's way, I won't say way bigger, but different than the spotlight of what Housewives was
Oh
on.
yeah. Oh, definitely
Like,
different from that housewife space. I mean, I think she she did what needed to be done in using reality TV. You know, use it to get where you need to get and leave it alone. And I think that's what she did. And I think her venturing out is probably could have been intimidating for him because he was more of the director. You see what I'm saying? More
yeah.
behind the scenes. And now maybe she's kind of moving into his territory. I don't, you know, I guess if that makes sense.
Yeah. Also, I think they had, allegedly they had some issues uh financially as it related to their restaurants.
Yeah,
They
because
had some
is any of them
issues.
still open?
I feel like maybe Blaze is still open, maybe, but I could be wrong.
Okay.
But I think it was some taxes or something. It was something that was going on with that as well. So I don't know if some of that is the reason why, because technically Todd, from my understanding, and I could be totally wrong, but from my understanding, Todd was kind of like in charge of those restaurants.
Okay.
Not necessarily Kandi, but more so Todd. And
Hmm.
so if that's what you're doing and you're doing, things that is causing a bad name for me, causing, financial, because one thing about Kandi, it seems like she was very business savvy, but she was, I don't want to say stingy, but like thrifty. That's what I'm gonna say. I
If
felt
it
like
don't
she
make
was a little
dollars, it
bit
didn't
kind of
make sense.
thrifty. Yeah, like I feel like, just even the house that she had, which don't get me wrong, beautiful house with the additional house and all that stuff,
Hmm.
but like she went and paid, significantly less for that house during that time than, I don't even think she paid over $1 million for it. And it's probably well over a million or two, probably million, probably right now.
Right.
But she didn't even pay $1 million for it. You see what I'm saying? So I think that how she use money, maybe like I think she splurges on like the kids and stuff, but she
Hmm.
she don't want to, she want to make money.
Right. So I
And
said, if it
she,
don't make money, it ain't
yeah,
making sense to her. And she
yeah,
and she and I, you gotta respect her for her hustle and what she
mm-hmm,
does. You know, because she's very diverse in what she does,
yeah.
from music on down to now,
The candy
Broadway
coated nights.
producing.
Does she still have the candy coated nights material products? I'm assuming she do.
I don't know because that was, I remember when they came out, they were doing the one when she was like the early season of Housewives, so she may still have it out.
What was
Um,
it called? I would
Candy
tell you again.
coated. It was candy coated something. I think the show was candy coated night, but I feel like that stuff was candy coated.
Let me see. Bedroom candy. Bedroom
Oh, okay.
candy. Okay.
Is it
I
still
knew it
in
was something.
business?
They still got a website.
Oh, okay. There it is. I mean,
Yeah, and they got consultants and stuff, so they still got a website.
oh, okay.
And they posting about their Christmas sale. 12 days of Kendismas. Girl, they just be doing too much. Doing too much.
But I think and every marriage, Hollywood, Hollywood entertainment, they don't necessarily all last. I mean, I think they gave it a good what, 11 years, 10,
Yeah.
11 years.
And she was the one that filed also.
Now I did read that he won't what you call it?
He want primary custody and he
Of the
wants
kids.
because he said that her schedule is not she's not going to be there for the next couple of months, and she's not there, and he's the one that's with the kids, and so therefore he wants, even though Kandi wanted it to be joint custody, joint legal custody and all that stuff. So I feel like this is probably going to get messy.
I think so, because if he knows that the girl been busy, they both been busy. So
Okay.
now all of a sudden now you want to sit there and take the kid. Boy, if you don't get half custody and all that, carrying on part time, however they do that, and quit, because he gonna end up, she make more money than him, so we know she gonna get out. He gonna get alimony or
Well,
spousal support.
not if the prenup stands.
Oh,
Because on the show, well, apparently you don't may not watch the show, just like
I
I didn't watch
remember back
Selena. You
then,
didn't
because
watch
wasn't
the
it a
show.
delay before the wedding about a prenup about somebody lawyer going over something, or was that a different couple?
Uh, I don't know. I think it had to be them.
Okay.
Um, but yeah, they have a. He wants to. They're gonna have. They're gonna have to figure that out, and then this is what is kind of interesting when it comes to the Atlanta area. Now, keep in
Mm-hmm.
mind, she's the one that has the most notoriety and the most fame. So it may work in her favor. But I think about the whole Usher situation and Ludacris situation where they pretty much were able to basically bamboozle their baby mamas and get,
They did, didn't they?
not bamboozle, like
Mm.
bulldoze, I guess,
Well,
and
they
was
used,
able
I
to
guess,
get.
they use their name and notoriety. Because I feel like you really have to be a really bad mama to lose your kid. I mean, I don't know,
Well,
and I
I don't
don't.
know if you have to be like not following court orders. There's a lot of reasons you can lose as a mother. Because
Mm,
I know several men that actually have custody of their kids. And I wouldn't necessarily, for the most part, that all the mothers were bad mothers. Was
the
it just
way
made more
the
sense
ball
for the
just bounced.
it just made more sense for the fathers. I just put it that
Well,
way.
so you saying Todd may have a chance at getting the kids?
Well, based on the fathers winning in court in Atlanta area, or is it because it was fame? You see what I'm saying? Like, did Ludacris and Usher win because they were fathers, or did they win because they were celebrities? Because if that's the game that they're playing, then they're not gonna. He's not gonna win against Kandi, because Kandi is the ultimate celebrity when it comes to those two.
Right. I don't know, because I feel like I don't know. I feel like that could go either way. That custody could go either way. I mean,
But
if
I
you look at
also feel like it may be like, it gives me kind of Kevin Federline vibes as well.
forgot all about old
You know,
Kevin Federline.
because if he's claiming, she's gonna be out doing these things, which is things that she was probably doing already anyway, then you're trying to basically get custody so you don't really have to work for real. Because were y'all not working originally? You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Like both of y'all was in New York or whatever, correct, doing Othello and all this stuff. So what's the supposedly or whatever? So what's your end game? Are you plan on, like, most of your job's supposed to be? I guess he's still a producer or whatever. Like, so does he not go anywhere anymore now? Or when
Well,
he goes somewhere, like what happens? Do they get a nanny? Like, does she then have custody? That's why I don't know.
what name is she using? You know, like when like in the businesses with them, is it her Burruss or what is his last name?
Tucker.
Is she using that? Like
I
Burruss
think she
Tucker?
has. I think she was using Burris Tucker, but I don't know what she's using necessarily now. But I just find it very, 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 very interesting. And apparently, allegedly, I didn't get to see the whole like thing, read the whole thing, but they're saying that, which that's why I don't think it's true. But it could potentially be true. The fact that they got married, they may go to the film, and especially if the prenup comes and it becomes an issue, they could
Oh,
literally go
the
to the tapes.
housewife footage.
Yeah, they could go to the
Yeah.
tapes. So, which is what they were saying to. They were saying that that's her, I guess, thing as it relates to him trying to claim about the prenup, that I guess he's trying to claim that he was under duress as it relates to the prenup, and because it was right before the marriage, before they
He didn't
got.
have to sign it though, dude. You didn't have to go in there and sign it.
Okay, your wedding could have been postponed
Right.
if that was the case.
Just because them people was outside waiting, if you wasn't ready, you shouldn't have went down. You shouldn't have went, did it? Yeah.
So,
Well, see, this is what I find hard to believe. How suddenly now you signed under distress and you've been married 10 whole 11 years. Dude, you just now figured out you was under distress?
let me ask you this question, because I know the answer to mine. I know the answer. Would you? Okay, so do you? I don't know if you plan on getting married or not. Just for the sake of argument, you're planning on getting married.
Mm-hmm.
Um, would you get a prenup?
Um, I don't know, because I mean, I feel like it ain't like I'm sitting on bukus of money. But if I had a little piece of change or something, yeah,
Maybe
I probably
I
would.
I have been thinking about a prenup since I was a little kid. Now that's what I did have in my head.
Really?
Absolutely.
I mean, because I guess if I got something in my name, it should stay in my name.
But a lot of times, so that could be true. However, a lot of times I believe that if they're paying, like, say for instance, because you do own your home,
Mm-hmm.
if said spouse comes and lives in your house and makes payments toward those things, they could state a claim of the fact that even though you had it, from my understanding, and I am not giving nobody legal advice because I ain't no lawyer, but I believe that if they do make payments and things of that nature, they can have some kind of claim to your house potentially, even though
Ooh.
you had it before, especially if you um share, like, money. I
Mm.
can't think of the word that I'm looking for, but combine money and stuff like
Okay.
that.
Like
So,
a
like, I
like
think if
a
you
like
do
a
everything separately, and it may
right.
also, obviously we're in Tennessee, and the person that was saying some of this stuff was in Texas, so I don't know if the same rules apply, but I'm just saying,
Gotcha.
if they if co-mingling of the funds, that's the word I was looking for. If you're
Mm.
co-mingling the funds, then they may have a claim that they help pay off the house if their house get paid off during that time and stuff like that. So I just feel like, even as a teenager, I was like, I want a prenup.
The
I
same one
don't.
that couldn't even come up with an original name for that dog. A
Because my
dog, and you
mind, my mind works
but you
differently.
coming up with a prenup.
Yeah, I've wanted a prenup since I was a kid. Um, I don't know. I don't know exactly what happened. I don't
Yeah.
know what I was watching, but they had a prenup, and I said I want one of them too. And I still stand by it. All these years later, I still stand by the fact that I would still want a prenup. to cover me. Because I feel though it's best, because I know a lot of people are like, when it comes to a prenup, you're preparing for the worst. No, I feel that if I do a prenup, we're doing things when we both love each other and there's no hard feelings and no animosity. Because a lot of people say you don't know who a person is until you get ready to get a divorce. And that person that if you thought they was horrible during your marriage, they are most likely 10 times worse at the divorce. So in
True.
order to make sure that each person is basically, I love you, you love me, let's look out for each other, I think a prenup makes a lot more sense to try to figure things out and be more compromising than letting everything blow up at a
Right.
divorce. But that's just
I,
my take on it.
I mean, I can see both ways. Um, Now, if I was married to somebody and they had the monies, and I knew I needed to get me some money putting it in, I won't say it clause to say I get X amount of money for each year married.
And some people have that in their prenup. Prenup is not just like you walk away with nothing, I walk away with nothing. No, there are stipulations that can be put in there. There can be, things where, you give out certain, certain child support, certain alimonies. It's not always like, I want you to have this prenup so you don't get zero. You see what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
I don't see it that way. Now, are there probably some that are written that way? Absolutely. But I would think it would be more aligned on the lines of like, because I don't care if the person has money or I don't have money or they have, I don't care who has the money. It could be both of us that have the money. It could be both of us that currently have the money, but
Right.
life changes. Just because
It does.
I could be broke today and a billionaire or at least a millionaire tomorrow. I think I didn't play the lottery. I
I
should
mean,
have.
and that's fact. Huh? You should have did what?
I should have played the lottery.
Too late now.
I know.
They go get a ticket. What time is it? Almost
8:51.
9 o'clock. Yeah, you done missed that cutoff. Shucks.
Plus, I ain't got no cash anyway. Definitely can't get no lottery ticket out of no cash. They don't
Didn't
do
they
that.
say they were gonna do something now where you can get lottery tickets like on a debit card or something?
What? I didn't know that. Let me Google that.
I feel like I heard something about that. And maybe I dreamed it. I don't know. But I
But yeah,
feel like I heard that somewhere.
okay. So
Was it true? Was it true? Was it true? Was it true?
apparently, some states do allow you to pay for it with a debit card.
Hmm.
Mm,
Well,
I
I
don't
knew
think
I
it.
heard something.
I don't know if it's Tennessee.
I'm sure Tennessee is not with that.
And apparently, they said someone you can pay for one with a debit card. I mean, with a credit card. I ain't definitely.
Now that can be deadly. Folks right now spending getting a lottery tickets with the credit card now. That seems like disaster.
Oh my goodness! I didn't. I had no idea.
Hmm.
I don't think one of them states Tennessee though. Let's just
Okay.
say
I knew I
this.
heard it on. I feel like I heard it on something.
Let me put in Tennessee on here. You know I love to Google.
Not in the Tennessee.
So No, you cannot use a credit card or a debit card in Tennessee. Especially not at the physical. They said not at a physical retailer, but you may be able to make purchases via the official state app.
You can buy lottery tickets online.
Mm-hmm. It says the app accepts deposits via ACH bank transfers to fund your iLottery account. So technically, your bank account can. I didn't even know that. Apparently, they did bring a bill, but it didn't. It didn't make it nowhere.
It didn't pass. Okay.
That's interesting. Thank you for bringing that up. See, this is what you learn things every week. We both learn things. One of us, both of us. Somebody learns things.
I know I heard it on something.
Yeah, that's very.
Oh, the Republican man run the special seat. Van Epps won. Next.
Well, that sucks.
I know. Boo, Tennessee.
They said he took. Who calling it?
It's on the news. AP calls him the man that won special election. Well, that's on News Channel 2. Maybe they caught it a little prematurely.
I wouldn't concede right now if I was her. I wouldn't concede right now if I was her. I'd be like, no, we need to let these votes go completely through and everything be counted. Because I feel like people be calling elections way too early.
True.
I'm like, you ain't even let nobody count the paper ballots and everything or whatever. You ain't have time. I ain't nobody got time for this. This is why this is why people be like, Ken, would you ever run for a listen, I'm not no. Because first of all, I'll be like, count them votes.
That's it like that. I got time.
Exactly. That's exactly how it be.
Gonna be like, count them. Run them numbers.
Count them. Because if I'm losing, I better be really losing. Because I feel like they don't count in the correct, like they don't count the mail-in ballots until like later on. Who's to say that the people that mailed in their ballots don't love me? So now you're forcing me. That's like I always felt that way, especially after the last election or whatever. I'm like, I don't trust this. I don't trust this at all. You need to, because I have seen people, especially in the presidential elections and stuff like that. They have literally will have 20% of the votes, and they'll be like, "Yep, we're calling it." What 20% of the precincts, and you're calling the vote?
Well, and then we got to realize too, this was a smaller election, so I don't know.
I think they were saying that the numbers for this, I think they were saying that the turnout so far has been larger than any turnout in recent years for an election in Tennessee.
Well, she got 45%. He got 54%, 95% in, so they say.
That's what I'm saying. Who's to say them 5% ain't all for her or majority for her? See, that's why I don't like that. I don't like that.
I'm picking up what you're laying down, man.
That's why first of all, and also another reason why I can't be in politics, because if they think good old Jasmine Crockett, if they want to call her ratchet, baby, you ain't seen me yet. I ain't even ratchet in real life, but I feel like everything that I do based on everything that she has done, they'll be like, this girl is unhinged. And I'll be like, she unhinged. And I don't have time for that. Because they just be projecting and doing all other stuff that I don't agree with. So no. Because I feel like you don't get to cuss. And that ain't right.
You don't get to cuss in politics.
Mm-hmm.
Them people be cussing.
Okay, let me help you out a little bit more. As a black person, as a black woman, you don't get.
Oh, you can't run. You can't act certified foolish like they can. Gotcha.
Yes.
Okay. Because we know
because if they want to call Jasmine Crockett unhinged, that's what I'm saying. She got a whole law degree.
She do.
Now I got me a good old master's, but it ain't no law degree. And no. I'm just saying.
And what little lawyer and we know is on a Perry Mason for me.
And keep in mind, with me, I'm from the country, so I ain't from the burbs. So that's why I feel like if they think she wilding, they'll be like, this girl is unhinged, because I'm gonna start talking back.
Yeah, don't get in politics. You know, it's just like there's some areas of a job or some jobs and some fields, you know, you just don't need to be a part in. And I think that would be it. Don't even sign yourself up for that.
And then whatever I don't say, don't ever let my face be shown.
Now, that's me.
Because soon as they start saying something, I'll be like,
you know what? I catch myself at work oftentimes looking real. I'll be like, and I know my face said, and all I can hear is my mama saying, fix your face, Jamila. Because I know it be looking real sideways. Real sideways.
Yeah, so, But y'all get a prenup while y'all love each other, so you won't have to fight with each other and be ruthless with each other if it don't work out, not when it don't work out. If it doesn't work out, and if you say, "Oh, it's just." Saying that we're gonna get a divorce or something like that. No, it's saying that we love each other enough to want to make sure that we do right by each other because we loved each other at one point in time. That is what that says.
What it says?
That we want to do right by each other because we did love each other at one point in time. That's what that means. That's what
it means.
Mm-hmm.
That's what a prenup. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is why you get a what? Prenup. We want prenup. We want prenup.
Exactly. Because
that's what was her name? Kanye.
Yeah, we don't need to be.
She take my money, went on the knee. Girl,
I ain't gonna even play the music then. Since you went ahead and did the talked about Kanye, we might as well talk about how his wife became famous, aka Ray J. So apparently it all ties in. It all ties in. You see how that Kim Lou works? This is how that works.
It did.
So Ray J supposedly, allegedly, I don't know if he got arrested for real. There was some confrontation between him and Princess, his estranged wife. And allegedly he pulled out a gun on her. He was stating that he was trying to protect his kids because his wife, his estranged wife, had been drinking and then wanted to take the kids. And let me just say this.
Do they live in the same household?
I don't think so.
Okay.
But I'm not sure.
They in
I do
different.
know this. A lot of people have been saying for months now that Ray J does not look well.
And he don't. Ray J ain't looked good, baby, since the verses. And I feel like we were still doing COVID times when that went down. Just saying.
So I feel like that when it comes to him, he might be battling a lot of things within himself and all of this stuff. And then, people brought up childhood about, how Brandy used to complain about the mama treating Ray J better than her and stuff like that. And you know
That's what Sonya did. Sonya
mm-hmm,
was treating him better than her.
mm-hmm, that's what the people were saying that
Uh,
Brandy said. Now I do remember watching, uh but also, this is when Brandy was, even though I went to the Boys and Mind concert and I like Brandy, but I went for Monica and Kelly, but I like Brandy. Brandy is also the same person that said that she got married so she wouldn't have a child out of wedlock, but she had a child out of wedlock. So I say all that to say I take
had a
things.
whole show on the MTV. I remember that. That was doing the Full Moon album.
So I feel like Brandy be saying stuff to paint herself in a different image. I also think Brandy may be unhinged too, but in a different kind of way. Because who says that they got married and goes on have a whole TV reality series about y'all being married and all this stuff, and then talking about, oh yeah, it was a spiritual marriage or something like that? Girl, shut up.
Well, this is the thing, and I think maybe okay, you remember when verses was when they was doing the verses, and I think it was her when her and Monica did it. And Monica may have made a comment or something like, I wouldn't ask to be on that soundtrack. Because I think, and it may have been because Brandy was portrayed as wholesome.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not saying that Monica is not wholesome, but Monica comes from the hood, so she's going to be her authentic self
Mm-hmm.
or whatever. You get what you get, it is what it is. I think Brandy was branded as the wholesome person.
Mm-hmm.
Hence why she had the hit show Moesha or whatever. She was Cinderella. She's done a lot of things because she was branded as that. And so if you're branded as you have to be the perfect person, you're going to continue that going forward. Um, and do I think Ray J probably was treated? I wouldn't say Ray J was probably treated any different, and we wouldn't in the household, but just kind of going on. I think Ray J is living in the shadows of Brandy. And now that he's older, he's real and he's talented. Well, I feel like he
Well,
still got a little talent there. But he know he can get his antics and his whatever the foolishness that he does, that gets him out there. I think he has to be the bad boy image to her good girl image.
mm. So, like they say that mothers baby their sons
Mm-hmm.
and treat them a lot better than they treat their daughters. Um, I I don't think like, because a lot of people have said like their first bully was their mother, and I was like, can't relate at all.
Can't relate to that.
Um, but
They
I
first
do think
bully?
for, Mhm.
Damn,
but
that's
I
pretty
do
bad.
okay, but I do feel like probably in some situations, some mothers probably do like resent their daughter while praising their son.
And why would you say they resent their daughter? Is
Because
it
some
because the
people
daughter
have
is
like a
doing?
whole competition with their, like some people want to live vicariously through their child. Um, some people, and some of these things I have seen in people, um, they really just don't like their kids or don't like their daughter, and they do any and everything to basically cause them to live like, or cause more burden and hardship on them than they need to. Let me
God
just put it
damn, I
that way.
think that's pretty harsh now.
It
And if you
is.
feel that, I mean, if you feel that way, then shit, I don't know if you need to be a parent. Like, why have children if you feel that? If you feel like you in competition with your child?
Yeah, some people, I won't go into too many details on this podcast because then it'll be like, what's them? I have to do a trigger warning, and I don't want to do no trigger warning.
Well,
But
yeah, I
you
don't.
remember
We
like
don't
the
want
movie,
to.
let me just say this. You remember the movie Precious? Did you watch it?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
where Monique character was always upset with the Gabby character because she felt like her man wanted her daughter and not her.
right.
Like people be really out here living that kind of life.
Child, let me tell you, I'm thankful and grateful for my childhood and that I didn't have to experience any of that foolishness. There was no competition or nothing like that. So thank you, Lord, for doing your girl a solid and giving her a good mother. Uh,
Okay.
so I appreciate that. But I think, and we have to look at it like this: they grew up in, let's just say they grew up really pretty much, I wouldn't say they're in the spotlight. And again, it
Mhm.
was that wholesome image, sitting up in my room. And I mean,
Plus,
right. And so I think that's probably hard for to him to try because he's trying to find his niche. And while I feel like he's a little old to be trying to find his niche right now, uh, but I think he missing something, and it could. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe he feel like he's missing out on being famous.
mhm. I I
Or
think
having
one,
that.
I don't, yes, Brandy did have a wholesome girl next door type image as opposed to Monica, but also Brandy is also an actress and Monica isn't an actress.
Right.
Um, but Ray J, a lot of people, especially people, the younger crowd of people, not
Mm-hmm.
our age, maybe like 10, 15 years younger than us, or they know Ray J and they don't know Brandy. So Ray J ain't the person in the shadows to a lot
Now
of
he's not.
people. But I'm
Okay.
saying, like, because keep in mind the whole Kim Kardashian and all this thing and how that became, a lot of people had no idea who Brandy was. Keep in mind, because Brandy ain't, I don't recall her having any kind of song or album or anything for a long time. I feel like she went away for a long time for whatever reason, maybe to help raise her daughter, and she's only been out and about in the last maybe 3-4 years.
Hmm.
So I think with her doing that, I think that most people, because of the stardom of Kim Kardashian, they know Ray J, and they used to, like, some people be like, oh, that's Brandy's sister. And a lot of people didn't even realize that those two people were related to each other. We know that because that's the era we grew up in. We knew that
True.
they were but brother and
Brothers and
sister.
sisters.
And we knew that Brandy is the star of the family and not necessarily Ray J. However, for a lot of people, Ray J is the star of the family and Brandy is just his sister. because they don't know her like that.
Now, do you feel that what Ray J is doing now, the acting out or the being all wild and out, do you think that is because he feel like he's lacking the attention from people in general?
Um, Repeat that again.
Do you think the reason he's acting out in the way he's, you know, spazzing out, drinking, drugging, whatever he's doing, or just wilding out, is because he feel like he's not getting the attention or he's not as famous as Brandy?
No, because again, I still think that for a lot of people, Ray J is the famous sibling, the more famous sibling.
But now in this era,
Mm-hmm.
but
Mm-hmm.
how? Okay, so how did he?
Keep in mind, Ray J, especially during this time that Brandy hadn't been, and then Brandy is on tour. Like it's only when I went to the concert, I didn't see many people that looked like they were in their 20s at this concert.
Oh no, I think that age bracket there is us. Like you say, that's us.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't see anybody in their 20s going to see them versus someone my niece age going to see Chris Brown. You
Yeah.
see what I'm saying? I can that, yes, but not going. I think, yeah, the people that are going to see Brandy, Monica, and that whole tour lineup is more seasoned folks or whatever. That was, high school era. You see what I'm saying? High school, college, or whatever. That, yeah. But I think, and I still feel like Ray J didn't just get popular.
No, like that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like he had the show or whatever on Zeus Network, from my understanding. So Ray J he's been on
Was he on Love and Hip Hop?
Yeah, Hollywood.
Okay.
He was also on College Hill, the celebrity edition. I think he been on there every last season.
Cause he ain't been going to school on there.
So that's what I'm saying. Like I think for a lot of people, I know and understand why you think Brandy is the superstar of the family. And rightly so, Brandy is the superstar of the family. But that's because of our age. That has nothing to do with the perception of what people feel right now. Because Brandy hasn't, prior to their verses,
Mm-hmm.
a lot of people probably did not, in a certain age bracket, probably had no clue who Brandy was. Just gonna be honest, because she hasn't been out. She hasn't been out and did
it's not like
anything.
Monica been out continuously.
No, but see, this is where things. And keep in mind, I just want to. I may be a little biased because I do follow Monica, but Monica was also involved in high profile relationships with other people. You see what I'm saying? Like she was in a whole marriage, then got divorced. And now she may be married again or whatever. So Monica has always, and then Monica has been on TV. She's been on their reality TV with Toya and them. I think she was on there with Toya and them and all this stuff. So Monica has put herself out there. Prior to Brandy doing the verses, I could not tell you the last time I saw Brandy. I feel like it was that car accident where somebody died. It's probably the last time Brandy was really mentioned.
I don't know. I mean, I feel like she might have had one or two bops since that car accident, maybe. But again, it could have been years ago. I mean, when you were at the concert, who do you think a majority of the folks came to see?
I know a lot of people came to see Brandy. I personally came to see Kelly and Monica, but I know a lot of people came to see Brandy. And I know that I knew a lot more of Brandy songs than I even knew of Monica songs.
Because I don't even know if I know, all of the songs that will make me like, oh, okay,
Yeah.
like, yeah, I can name a few of them, 4 or 5 maybe, and that may be pushing it. But Brandy, yeah, I could. If I would have win, it might have would have been to see Brandy probably more, but I just didn't.
It was a good concert. It was definitely a good
I mean, I
concert.
don't doubt it was. I mean, I feel they're both talented, but I think now what brother Ray J is doing, because I think Ray J he likes to run his mouth, and I think also now he's running his mouth saying that Beyonce and Jay-Z could have stopped to see Brandy, or took pictures with her when they came to the
Mm.
concert to see Kelly. Maybe they ain't no Brandy fans. I mean, I do. I mean, I feel like that was, if they wanted to see, I don't see that as his place to say, yeah, I can go see my sister.
I don't even see, like, to be honest, I don't even really see them in any kind of. I don't. I I feel like Brenda doesn't hang around most people, like, or the people that she hang around is more on a low key setting. When it comes to people like Kelly, we know she hang around at least Sierra. She
Yeah,
hang around Lala. I think she hangs around Monica. Like, Kelly has a, and then also when you think of Monica, Monica hangs around Toya, Monica hangs around Tiny, Monica hangs around, I think, Lala, Monica hangs around, Monica is out and about. Oh, she's out and
yeah.
about somewhere.
But I
Brandy a
think
little bit
that
more
Brandy is more low
reserved.
key.
Yeah, definitely. So I don't think she necessarily has the, she definitely has the star power, but I don't think she has the connections like everybody would. Like, I know people were saying that apparently something may have happened in the past as it relates to Brandy and and Beyonce or something
Oh,
like
like
that.
with
I don't
Destiny's
know.
Child, yeah.
Hey sister, hey little mama.
Hey, little mama.
So I think that because of the friendships that Kelly has, Monica has, their friendship connection is not going, her friendship connection is never going to make it to Beyonce unless it's through Monica or Kelly, unless that connection, because I just don't see them like hanging out. You see what I'm saying? Like, I
Right.
don't see like them in a hanging out situation, because one, I don't think Beyonce also, I don't think she hangs around nobody other than Solange and Kelly.
And Jay-Z.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, for as the girls are concerned, I don't see her hanging around anybody for real.
Well, and I've always wondered, like, okay, how do these celebrities all become like friends? Be like, girl, and I think I may have asked this before. Like, I wouldn't imagine, like, well, I can see Monica and Vanessa Bryan being, because they husbands played on the same team. I can see that, but somebody like, I don't know who I'm looking for, that you'd be like, that's an odd friendship, like Sierra and Serena Williams.
But no, they would hang around each other.
How
They
do you
have
think
hung
that?
around each other.
But they
Um,
like,
I'm positive they have hung around each other, because those are okay. So when it comes to friendships, and people have said this, I think these are the right people. People have said, like, either Sierra and Kelly probably got the most friends, or the most friend circles, like, of all the celebrities. Like, Serena, keep in mind, Beyonce does know Serena because Serena was also in Beyonce video.
right.
So it's not unusual for her to be able to, again, be in those circles where Serena knows these people. Serena knows Kelly. Sierra, like Serena knows these people.
So you think Serena is the glue or the
No. I don't think she's the glue. I
Okay,
think
so who you think is the piece of the puzzle that's bringing everybody together?
it has to be Kelly, because most people don't have a connection to Beyonce whatsoever other than Kelly. Brandy is a diva in her own right, so she might be the type that you would have to approach her. Monica loves attention, so she will always make a photo op.
And that's and I think, and that's why I stopped following Monica. Baby, all your pictures look like you done been down there to Only Mills and you got a professional photographer. Show us regular pictures. Baby, show me what you taking on that iPhone. So yeah, I agree. She likes a good photo op. She clearly has a professional.
She loves pictures. Yeah, she loves pictures.
But and a professional picture at that. Brandy is a diva of that era where I guess she grew up around the Whitneys. You see what I'm saying? The Whitney Houstons and people like that. So I can get that, but still trying to figure out how do you see these like Lala and the Kardashians? Mm-hmm. Girl, how y'all be friends?
Probably because of the whole basketball. Keep in mind, they was around basketball players, and she was married to basketball players.
She wasn't married to that rascal alone.
Huh?
Kim wasn't married to that basketball player alone.
No, but Chloe was.
She was with Lamar.
Yeah.
I just feel like some of these friendships be fake.
But they like when Vanessa, when Kobe died and everything, it was Vanessa and Sierra. I mean, Vanessa, Sierra, and Lala that was, doing like, videos or whatever. So that's what I'm saying. Between Sierra and Kelly, I think Kelly is obviously the more connected to Beyonce, but I feel like Kelly and Sierra got some of the most popular girl groups of friendships. Because they know a lot of people.
See Beyonce being real picky about who she hang with anyway. Like you can say, if it ain't Kelly Michelle or Solange or Jay-Z, or the cousin Angie, I can see her being very selective. Because if you think about it, you don't hear many folks saying nothing bad about Beyonce, whether they grew up with her and went to elementary school with her, middle school. You don't hear nobody say nothing bad about her. I don't know if
probably don't have the access they probably don't have the access to her like that. Like I said, Kelly and Sierra, and probably Lala, they have a very well, they also hang out with each other. Those are people that are friends to each other, but then they're also, I think they have like different groups, because even Monica was like, when she was trying to fight for C Murder, she said Lala introduced her to Kim Kardashian to try to help her. I'm just saying.
Well, she said that, yeah.
So Lala, that's what I'm saying. Lala, Sierra, and Kelly, they got a lot of connections to the it, especially the it black girls, celebrities, especially in that age range. I guess even I don't know how old Normani is, but Sierra out here being a matchmaker and them being a matchmaker for some of these people.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Hey, let's find it strange. And I guess I just be wondering, like, do y'all got any like just regular friends?
They probably do.
Somebody just works at the hospital in environmental services,
What is environmental services?
Clean up.
Oh, okay. I was like, what is
housekeeping? That's the new word for housekeeping.
But yeah, I just feel like it's a different, So I do feel like Ray J, again, to everybody, is more popular to a lot of people in this current climate. He's more popular than Brandy.
Not the current climate.
Hmm.
I mean,
So
I just feel
I
like I
think
feel he's extra spiraling out though. I think he is trying to get that. What's the word I'm looking for? That shock value is what he's trying to get, and I think he's realizing that that's the end thing now is to, you know, do bullshit and be famous. Like, and why was he going on at that woman's house on Thanksgiving if she was at home with the
well,
children drunk?
he said they were, because he said the cousin went, I guess it's the cousin and husband, went into the bed in his bed and got the kids, because that's where the kids were at. So I don't know. So it looks like maybe they do still live together. Stranger things have happened. Maybe they do still live together.
Maybe, hey, in this current economy, maybe they figure it's better to have two good incomes and stay in. Who knows?
Yes.
People have done things for less money, so you know what?
Yeah.
Go
But
off.
he definitely needs to get help. I feel like he definitely needs to get help. He definitely needs to
Oh, she said they
um
was at his house. He run there pulling guns on people at the house. So maybe they tried to come together for a little Thanksgiving meal, and somebody got juiced a little too soon, and he wanted to pop out and
yeah,
show the
he,
gun.
because I know he was saying that when it got the kids, when they were having an adult conversation or whatever. All right, Jay. So in the in an argument that kids shouldn't have been involved in. So
You know, I just feel like celebrities just be wilding the fuck out. You know, it's like they just, it's like they know they got money. They just like, fuck it. I'm gonna get up in the morning and I'm just gonna start some shit right here.
just for the sake of starting.
I just think they do it for the sake of starting shit. It's like they be wilding out. I'm like, bananas.
But Princess was like, he needs to get some treatment, get help, or something like that, which he probably definitely do.
My thing is,
She
Princess
probably
knew.
also probably need to get her some little help too, because these people are on and off again. One on filed for divorce, the other they stop it, then the next one filed for divorce, then they stop it. Like it's like a continuous cycle of a toxic relationship, and they're just like, you know, I don't
My
know.
thing
It is
is,
what it is.
she knew Ray J was bad shit crazy. She shouldn't have had no children when he pushed her in that damn water threw that drink on her down there on Love and Hip Hop. Ma'am, somebody pushed me in a pool. I don't know if I need to be with you because that means you gonna be pushing me all up and down the house.
And she mentioned, she was like, and you're, I guess she mentioned basically or alluded or whatever, because the people be getting out here getting sued. That's why I be saying allegedly and all that stuff, and I be telling you where my sources come from. So there's a lie, it's a lie they told. I didn't tell it. Just want to get that on out the way. Just get that out the way.
So it's like you get on you. This man has pushed you on the television.
But
There's
she was saying that he has a history of like that with women. That's why I'm like, I don't know. Plus, not to mention, unless they go to court, they still got them kids. She's still gonna have to co-parent in some type of way. She's still gonna have to. They still gonna have to interact with each other for the most part, unless somebody else is gonna step in and be a liaison between the two. Uh, so I don't know. I don't know. I just find it very, very interesting. And she's like, he pulled out a gun on me, which there's no telling because
ain't no telling how many more guns he done. How many? What he done did around there, and especially around them children. That
yeah.
child. That's why we can't be thinking we want to live these celebrity lives because we don't even know what they doing. we 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 only seeing the outside of what's really going on, what they really be doing in they household. We only seeing just a snippet of it, and we probably would be appalled and disgusted.
Not
But
appalled.
let me tell you, if we really saw what these celebrities was doing, I mean, and this would be because I want Kim to watch this documentary because she don't like documentaries, but and it just came out today, so I know a lot of people watched it already. But
He did it one.
yes,
Apparently,
honey, the one
I know they said he already sent his lawyer sent a cease and desist
you
because they
better
think
watch it before it get gone. Uh, which is why we head on and watched it. Cause baby, let me tell you, 50 Cent, you did that one. You did that one. I want you to watch it before Diddy Bob lawyers take it down or whatever. But it just amazes me at how again, and maybe there's a good reason why I'm not rich or whatever. But I just feel like celebrities feel like they just can do whatever they want to do. Like get just you watch that document. I agree. It is the best documentary out there right now. And then we done had a lot of stuff out there on Diddy Bob. This one right here is one of the best.
How long is it?
There's 4 episodes. They like an hour a piece
Okay,
or whatever.
I should be able to do it by next Tuesday.
Yeah, you can.
Mm-hmm.
You can.
I believe in me.
Watch it during lunch. You know, you can knock it out. But I see that will become one of. You remember how when R. Kelly stuff kind of went out and how they was doing those Lifetime was doing the different series on R. Kelly. I can see 2026 being the year of the Diddy documentaries. I feel like, and I wouldn't be surprised if Lifetime is working up one right now with the same people.
Not working up one.
We know Lifetime work quickly or whatever. But I think Ray J does a lot of stuff so he can get attention. And he is fine with getting good and bad attention. Because he's still harboring, but we know you made Kim Kardashian famous. We know that. Loose that sheet and let it go at this point. Let it go, Ray J. And get you some help. Sonia Norwood, get your baby some help. Because I read a comment on somebody said she failed him and didn't raise him right or whatever. Sonia, get your boy.
Whoa. But yeah, Ray J, he really needed some help. And I also want to bring this to everybody's attention as well, because I don't think I said it in November, and I probably should have said it. The holiday season is upon us. There's a lot of people that is experiencing the first time without their loved ones, like this year, or it could have been, someone that they lost 20, 50, 15 years ago. The holiday season is just a tough time for a lot of people. So if you need someone to talk to, um, you know, check and see what resources you have available at your job with certain EAP programs, or reach out to your pastor or, local therapists or something like that. Most um, people that have insurance, their carriers offer a provider search so you can be able to figure that out. So I just, figure out who's in your network and stuff like that. But definitely get the help that you need. Talk to people, be around people or not be around people, whatever works best for you. Just for you to, be able to be in a good place mentally, because we understand that not all this season is not great for everybody. Also, I think during this season, and I could be totally wrong because again, I am not a medical professional, but I think there's some called seasonal affective disorder. And I think because of the nights and the shorter days and stuff like that, I think that's when it affects a lot of
It's
people
dark
as well.
early.
Yeah. So whatever it is, definitely go out there and get some treatment or talk to somebody, do what you have to do to make sure, as I like to say, you stay in the light. Um, Not Carol Ann, but stay in the light. So I just want to say, because even though I'm serious, I be
That's
joking
for the polka dots,
sometimes.
right?
I think, but but yes. So I just want to make sure that people do know that there's help out there. There's all kind of, like I said, there's all kind of telephone numbers, suicide prevention numbers, whatever space you in, there's always somebody. There may be friends, family, foe. Because some people, even if they're your enemies, they don't want you to hurt yourself or not be here or feel down. They may not hate you that much. Like, choose wisely. Whoever you talk to, choose wisely. That's all I'm saying.
See how we really do take stuff serious, but we care about you.
So yeah, just want to
And
say
if you
that.
feel like you need emotional support, pet, Son is available.
I feel like I glitched.
I'm gonna sit him over there with you.
I feel like I just did a glitch. But anyway, for episode
You
44
did
of
like that
Real,
girl. What was that on the?
who
What
are
was
you?
that? She was just steady still, like.
I don't know. But who is your shout out for episode 44?
Shout out to shout out to those that have survived the first holiday, Thanksgiving. So shout out. You got one more holiday to go, and that's Christmas. So shout out to those. But
Don't
I feel
forget
like
there's
it was
other
something.
holidays. There's other holidays. Kwanzaa.
Oh yeah,
Um,
Kwanzaa, Hanukkah.
what's Hanukkah? Yeah.
Have we missed Hanukkah?
I don't think so.
Okay. Um, just shout out again. Hey, you made it. Stay warm. Shout out for this. No, but you know what? We have a dear friend of ours who had an accident, and we received some awesome news from her this week of the progress that she's making.
Yes.
And so we're mentally shouting out her. We're not going to put her business out here, but we are grateful and know that we do serve a good God, and
Yes.
that is in the healing business. So shout out to her when she sent that text this week. Well, no, yesterday. I think it
Hmm.
was yesterday. Yeah, yesterday because we just did Tuesday. But yeah, she sent it out yesterday. So shout out to you, friend. You're doing good. Keep up the good work.
And by the way, Hanukkah is from the 14th to the 22nd
Oh, who?
this month, December.
Ah, okay. What we
And
celebrating before then? Just nothing.
Kwanzaa is, I think Kwanzaa is afterwards, but I
That's after.
see. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's the
that's the
26th to the
26th.
1st. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it may be some other holidays that we just don't know about. And so even if it's a holiday that we don't know about and we didn't discuss, if you still need to talk to somebody, please talk to somebody.
And if you still have your toy from when you was a kid, bloop, 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 bloop. Good job.
Maybe y'all should have a tea together and eat easy bake oven foods.
I know. I think I may try and find me an easy bake oven. You think I can use it and take it back?
I'm glitching again. No, 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 don't do that. If you gonna buy it, buy it.
I'm gonna go buy some Dunkin' Hines. Who they said they use Dunkin' Hines at the pantry?
Tammy.
Too like Tammy.
All this feels get 2 light bulbs. Figure out how to get 2 light bulbs. One at the bottom, one at the top, and make it work.
I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna see if I can get me. Maybe Santa Claus will bring me a toaster. I mean, not a toaster oven.
Easy bake oven. Stranger things have happened. But anyway, for episode number 44 of Real Life is Friends podcast, this is one of your hosts, Kimberly.
Mila.
And peace up, A-Town.
And we are nowhere near A-Town. Why do we use that?
Because we just started doing it and we don't know how to stop.